tell him jump in the bag.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Titans' sure-handed wide receiver. He had a nice showing in last week's contest, 112 yards. It's the Titans and the Texans on Monday night.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 36. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Texans will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 86 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawthorne, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Hawthorne. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Well, this defense for the Texans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season. Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The Titans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row. And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Back to throw again. That is incomplete. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down, Houston.
On first down, Hawthorne. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 64 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. This 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawthorne and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try the left side. Hawthorne. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his target, Beckham. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The result, a first down as a quick slant gets him 14. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So here's a 3rd and 14.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Hawthorne. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Out come the Titans now. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now a dump off here complete, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call,
Automatic
mark off the
first down.
5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 45.
They'll drop to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 41-yard punt there with no... And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Back to throw here. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll look to throw now on first down. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there. but it winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can...
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Fields. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll try the left side. Hawthorne. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
It looked like they had the run stopped at the line of scrimmage, but the hand got up into the face mask, and the officials, they were looking for it. They spotted it.
It's an easy call, too, when it's right in front of them. You see that neck twist just a little bit, and that's enough to draw the flag.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Well, they got the ball to start the third quarter, looking to take the lead, and they did so in a hurry.
Yeah, they certainly did. Now, you and I both know teams that love those sustained drives, you know, those little body blows along the way. This team says, the heck with that. Why keep the ball longer than we need to? Let's go ahead and put it in the end zone and get to the bench and take a break.
First play of the third quarter. Get ready. Could be an exciting second half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawthorne, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll look to throw here.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
But you got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Up the middle they go. Hawthorne. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on to punt for Houston. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. And he will have the Titans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the 1st half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Back to throw again. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. I obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And the Texans will take over. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Fields. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard line.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
On play action, they'll throw.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. The third down coming up.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Houston. Taken in at the 22. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to about the 37. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. That's a Titans touchdown from 17 yards out. And the Titans will add to their fourth-quarter lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now the Texans down 24-14. Just over a minute 40 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Fields. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Side, it's complete. Back to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they take a knee. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So with that neat 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen.